Have you ever encountered a person who just didn't like you? I mean, every time you walked in the room, that person would just give you a glare. My wife and I, second year of our marriage, we lived in Moscow, in the former Soviet Union. We lived in a hostel that was run by a woman who just didn't like Americans. I mean, we'd walk in and we'd be 1 minute late to dinner, she'd close the doors to dinner. Every time we got up, we'd say hi, we'd get absolutely no response whatsoever. So we just thought, well, this is going to be a long couple of months, but nobody's going to change her attitude. Until one day, a bunch of us were going to go play basketball. We were going to jump on the Moscow subway and just go play basketball. Well, it was winter, and there was a really small Russian car that was stuck in the snow. If you want to know what a Russian car is like, take an American smart car and cut it in half. I mean, these things are really small cars. Well, an old man is trying to push the car, is trying to get it out of the snow, and he just couldn't do it. So there were like 6 of us Americans. We just literally walked up, picked up the car, moved it so that he could get traction. Out pops, from the passenger side of this car, the lady at the hostel we were staying at. The same woman who would glare at us, but now she was effusive in her praise. She kept saying, "Spasiba, spasiba." She kept saying, "Thank you so much," right, in broken English. Then, every morning we woke up, she would have our breakfast ready for us. She'd put flowers in our rooms, and it didn't matter if we were an hour late to dinner. She would open up dinner for us to eat. How do you make sense of this? Well, communication theorists have a principle called the rule of reciprocation, which means when I do something for you, you feel this need to repay it in kind. So what happened was we did a very kind deed for her and her husband stuck in the snow, and now she feels like she wanted to repay it to us. So if you and your roommate are stuck in a tough situation, you feel like you're always constantly going at each other, stop and think, what could be one unexpected pleasant thing I can do for my roommate? Maybe that would be you do all the dishes in the sink, not just your dishes. You announce, hey, I'm going to make dinner for everybody, and you make dinner for your roommate. Your roommate, now this isn't manipulation, it's just part of our human nature that when a kindness is shown towards you, you want to repay it. So the next time you and your roommate are just kind of locking horns, think of one positive thing you can do, not to manipulate your roommate, but to change the direction of your interaction. And the rule of reciprocation could kick in, and you'll find that that person is being equally pleasant to you, which is a nice shift from the negative pattern that you might be in.